Yes, students, we have already finished with the discussion of the poem yesterday. And if you have any doubt, you can ask. Otherwise, we are going to start with the discussion of the questions of this poem. No doubt to anyone? Yes, Inpreet beta. Read the first question.
What do the following phrases mean to you? Discuss in class. Humid shadows.
Yes.
Humid shadows, dark clouds.
Yes.
Dark clouds. Humid shadows.
Humid shadows means dark clouds full of water vapors which bring rain. Okay? Dark clouds full of water vapors that bring rain. Okay. Gurasi score. Yes, beta. Second phrase.
Starry spheres. It refers to the night sky full of stars.
Yes, starry spheres. It is the sky, the night sky. Beta, please keep yourself mute. Please keep yourself mute because we have to discuss the questions. Otherwise, I have to keep all of you mute. Yes, the night sky sparkles with stars and is called the starry spheres. Yes, next one. Hiteshri. Hiteshri, beta.
Yes, good morning, ma'am.
Yes, good morning.
Yes, ma'am.
Third phrase.
What a bliss. Ma'am, can you hear me?
Yes, yes, beta.
What a bliss. The poet feels happy when he listens to the raindrops falling on the roof of his room.
Yes, what a bliss means a blissful stage or an extremely happy feeling, which the poet expresses when he listens the patter of the rain, the drops of the rain falling on the roof. Clear? Next, Gauri. Gauri beta, fourth phrase.
Yes, ma'am. A thousand dreamy fancies into busy being start. This refers to all those imaginary thoughts that rose in the poet's mind.
Yes, it refers to many dreams and the fantasies which came in the mind of the poet. They are called as a thousand dreamy fancies into busy being starred. Next one. Quickly raise your hands. Come forward. Come forward, beta. Quickly raise your hand. Those who have not got the turn. Ankit, beta. Ankit. Ankit. Anmol. Anshuman. बेटा ऐसे टाइम मत वेस्ट किया करो. We are already shortage of time. Arman Kapoor. Quickly unmute yourself and answer.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Who's there? Arman. Yes, beta.
A thousand recollections is there air threads into wool. The
Yes.
poet means recollecting numerous memories in the rainy season that join together to form a beautiful picture.
Yes. All the memories, the recollections of the memories which he was going to have in his mind, they were just like a cloth that is woven from the threads, different colors and different types of threads. That means that creates an image or a picture in his mind. Many memories intertwine to form a beautiful fabric or picture in the poet's mind. Clear? Yes. Coming to the next, second question. Yes, Parneet Kaur.
Ma'am, what does the poet like to do when it rains?
Hmm.
When it rains, the poet wants to lie on a cozy bed in a cottage and listen to the patter sound of the rain.
Yes, the poet likes to lie down on his bed. his head resting on the pillow or pressing the pillow in his hands, and he loves to listen to the patter of the rain.
What is the single major memory that
So your
comes
voice
to
is
the
not
poet?
audible.
Who are the darling dreamers he refers to? Ma'am, is it audible now?
Yes, beta. Your voice is not audible. Please repeat the question. Lavanya.
What is the single major memory that comes to the poet?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, answer this question.
What is the single major memory that comes to the?
Hmm.
Yes, ma'am. The poet's mother is the single major memory that comes to his mind. Darling,
Yes, the one major memory of the poet is of his affectionate mother. And who are the darling dreamers he refers to? Yes. Yes, Chahat beta, continue.
Children.
And the darling dreamers
who remember
here
their mothers
refers
like
to
the poet.
the poet and all the siblings.
Yes, darling dreamers are the poet
All the
and
siblings of the poet.
or not of the poet. Yes, are the poet and his siblings. Poet is also included in that because he was also a child when he remembered about the affectionate nature of his mother. Clear? He remembered about his childhood period, how he and his other brothers and sisters, his siblings, were treated by his mother. So the darling dreamers are the poet and his siblings who are put to bed by their loving mother. And he remembered that. He recollected that memory. Next question. Sanyam Pasi.
Yes, ma'am.
Next question.
Is the poet now a child? Is her mother still alive? No, the poet is not a child and his mother is also dead. But her
Dead nahi hoga.
mother
Mother
always
has
comes
also
in her
died.
memories.
Mother has also died now, or she is away somewhere. It is not explained in the poem, so you should not clearly say this thing. Clear? She is not there at the present moment along with the poet. The poet is no longer a child, and it is implied that his mother, it is only the implication, or we can think over this, that his mother is not present there at that time. Is it because she is no longer in this world, or merely far away, is not very clear. Clear? So the poet definitely misses her presence and her love. Coming to the second part. Yes, coming to the next question. Noorjot beta. Noorjot beta. Yes, the next question.
When you were a young child, did your mother tuck you in as the poets did? From this one?
Yes, beta. Here you have to explain your own personal experiences.
No, ma'am. No, when I was a young child, my mother didn't tuck me in as the poets did.
Okay. You are independent from the very beginning? When you were a very young child,
Oh,
the mother used to not to make you on the bed and go to sleep and make you comfortable. Every mother every mother does this.
no, ma'am.
No, you were doing your father used to do.
No, ma'am.
Okay. Anyone else who wants to share? Raise your hands because now I have muted. There was some disturbance again and again. Quickly raise your hands. Arpit Joshi beta. Yes, you want to share your views? Arpit beta, please unmute yourself.
Ma'am,
Yes, beta.
good morning, ma'am.
Good.
She used to be worried whenever something happened to me.
I got disconnected. Please repeat your answer. Yes, Arpit beta, please repeat your answer. Unmute yourself. Not able to. Beta, I have unmuted. Please unmute yourself. Because every child, whenever the child is in young age and you are not able to do the things, always the mother helps you for all these things. And the most probably, I think everyone will give answer in yes only. Yes, coming to the next question. Beta, rest of you also please raise your hands. Only I can see 3 or 4 students who are again and again. Yes, Lavanya. Lavanya, beta, please unmute yourself.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, read the next question. Be quick.
Do you like rain?
Hmm.
What do you do when rain steadily on heavily as described in the poem?
Hmm.
Yes, I like rain and prefer to take a bath in rain for some time.
Hmm.
But when it rains heavily, I stay inside and enjoy the beauty of nature as well as having the uh, food which is made at home.
Yes, you can share your views here according to your thinking. What do you think about rain and how do you enjoy it? Then coming to the last question, Ankit beta. Ankit beta, please unmute yourself. You're raising hand. Yes, Ankit beta. Ankit, please unmute yourself.
of people or animals spend time seek shelter, etc. during this. Now everybody is not so lucky to have a cozy bed to lie in when it's rain.
Yes.
There are some people who have to live at platform or bus terminals. They even do not have a bed sheet to
Yes, yes, very
to
good.
lie on it.
Hmm.
And there are also many animals who do not have a shelter and have to stay in rain when
Yes.
it's raining.
Yes, yes, very good answer. Not everybody is fortunate enough to lie in a cozy bed when it rains. There are homeless people who struggle to find shelter when it rains. They try to find shelter here and there under the trees, sheds, or flyovers. There are others who have to plug holes in the roofs of their shabbily made houses. Then the stray animals, they try to take shelter under the trees and the parked vehicles. इधर उधर कोई vehicle खड़ा होता है तो उसके आसपास वो जगह ढूंढते हैं खड़े होने के लिए. Some of them, they even try to sneak into the verandas of the houses. The unlucky ones just have to bear the fury of the rain, getting wet and often falling sick. So everyone is not lucky like us, as we are sitting in our homes safe and sound, and we sometimes there is fury of the nature also, and we are safe from that also. But everyone, all human beings and all animals are not like that lucky. Clear? Okay beta. with this, we have finished with the discussion of the questions. Now I'm coming to chapter 1. You must please open your books in front of you and let me explain to you what is given in this chapter. The first chapter that we have in this book is The Lost Child. I'm not sharing the screen. Please open your books in front of you. We have the first chapter, The Lost Child. And here we are getting the picture of a fair. Fair, समझते हो क्या होता है? Anyone? What is fair? Please lower your hands once and then raise. What is fair? जब आप मेला वगैरह कोई देखने जाते हो तो, ठीक है? स्पेलिंग का ध्यान रखना है, FARE नहीं है, it is FAIR. FAIR जो मेला होता है उसके बारे में बताया जा रहा है. And what the writer has explained in this thing, that is the importance for a child of his parents. एक बच्चे के लिए उसके पेरेंट्स की क्या इंपॉर्टेंस होती है कि व्हेन यू गो हियर एंड देयर तो क्या होता है, यू ट्राई टू फाइंड एनीथिंग, यू वांट टू बाय एनीथिंग. तो आपको क्या लगता है, आप ये भी चीज़ मार्केट में जाते हो तो आप कहते हो हमें ये भी चीज़ खरीद दो, ये भी ले दो, ये भी ले दो. एंड व्हेन द पेरेंट्स डोंट अलाउ, यू फील बैड. तो आपको लगता है कि पेरेंट्स शायद आपके अगेंस्ट हैं या आपके लिए वो दे डोंट हैव फीलिंग ऑफ लव एंड अफेक्शन एंड दे डोंट गिव यू एनीथिंग. Then you feel bad. But when you are not along with your parents, suppose there is a fair going on, आपने कई बार पिक्चर्स में ऐसा देखा होगा, ऐसे सीन दिखाए जाते हैं, and you are lost somewhere, your parents are separated from you and you are given all the things whatever you asked in the fair. आप बैलून भी लेना चाहते हो, आप स्वीट्स भी लेना चाहते हो, आप swings भी लेना चाहते हो, and you are getting, someone is offering you this all, but you don't want at that time because the only desire is to have your parents along with you. That is the belongingness and the feeling and affection of the parents that is shown here in this story. So the story brings to light the pure, simple and unconditional love of a child has for his parents. Clear? This is the idea that is given to you, and further it highlights how a child's cravings and desires and temptations pale before they come down or fade away before the love and longing he has for his mother and father. So let's have a reading of the story. Very simple story, and otherwise also this book is meant for your extensive reading. You can read it yourself also. Very simple stories are given. It's based on only the love of the child for the parents and how he feels when he's separated. Now look at the book. A child goes to a fair with his parents. He is happy and excited and wants the sweets and toys displayed there. कि बच्चा जो है वो अपने पेरेंट्स के साथ फेयर पे जाता है, मेले में जाता है, and how he feels very happy and excited and he wants to have each and everything that was displayed in the fair, sweets, toys, but his parents don't buy them for him. लेकिन पेरेंट्स मना कर देते हैं उसको. Why then does he refuse when someone else offers them to him? जब कोई और उनको ऑफर करता है, हर चीज वो लेकर देने को तैयार है, but he is not ready to have those things. Look at the lines now. It was the festival of spring. Spring season में festival था. From the wintry shades of narrow lanes and alleys emerged a gaily clad humanity. कि from the wintry shades, winter में से चेंज हुआ था सीजन अभी, और अभी narrow streets, narrow lanes means narrow roads, and alleys, that is narrow passages, they were emerged with a gaily clad humanity. एक गे और हैप्पी मोमेंट जो थे ह्यूमैनिटी के लिए क्रिएट हुआ था, बिकॉज इन द स्प्रिंग सीजन इज कंसिडर्ड एज द बेस्ट सीजन. Some walked, some rode on horses, others sat, being carried in bamboo and bullock carts. This is the going of the people to the fair that is shown to us कि लोग कैसे जा रहे थे, किस वे से वो लोग जो थे वो फेयर में जा रहे थे. Some walked, कुछ लोग पैदल चल रहे थे. Some rode on horses, कुछ घोड़ों पे सवार थे. Others sat, some were sitting here and there, being carried in bamboo and bullock carts. Bamboo carts या bullock carts बैलगाड़ियों पे द्वारा बैठकर जा रहे थे. One little boy ran between his father's legs, brimming over with life and laughter. And there was one little boy who was running along with his father, moving here and there under the legs of his father, and he was full of life and laughter. That means very happy, full of life, because he was going to enjoy the fair. Come, child, come, called his parents as he lagged behind, fascinated by the toys in the shops that lined the way. और जैसे ही वो मेले के अंदर एंटर करते हैं तो he saw a shop of toys, खिलौनों की शॉप उसको नजर आती है, and he stood there. वहां खड़े होने की वजह से पेरेंट्स थोड़े हैं वो आगे चले जाते हैं और लड़का वहीं खड़ा रह जाता है. He lagged behind means पीछे रह जाता है. So he was very much fascinated by the toys. The parents just called him. Parents उसको आवाज देते हैं, come child, come, क्योंकि वो थोड़ा आगे निकल गए थे. He hurried towards his parents, his feet obedient to their call. Very obediently he moved forward, his eyes still lingering on the receding toys. लेकिन उसकी आंखें जो थी वो अभी भी receding means पीछे रह गए, टॉयज की शॉप की तरफ थी. पीछे मुड़कर देख रहा था टॉयज शॉप को और आगे पेरेंट्स की कॉल के साथ साथ आगे बढ़ता जा रहा था. As he came to where they had stopped to wait for him, पेरेंट्स रुक गए उसकी वेट करने के लिए. जैसे ही वहां पहुंचता है, he could not express the desire of his heart. He could not express the desire. क्या डिजायर थी उसके माइंड में कि वो टॉयज ले. टॉयज शॉप पे उसका भी माइंड था और पीछे मुड़कर देख रहा था, और उसके मन में क्या डिजायर आई जिसको वो दबा नहीं सका. एंड इवन दो द वेल न्यू द ओल्ड कोल्ड स्टेयर ऑफ रेफ्यूजल इन देयर आईज, जबकि उसको पता था कि उसके पेरेंट्स उसको एज इट इज ओल्ड मतलब इनडिफरेंट एटीट्यूड शो करके, कोई इंटरेस्ट नहीं शो करेंगे वो, और वो उसको रिफ्यूज कर देंगे. I want that toy, he pleaded and he requested. Pleaded means जैसे तरले मिन्नत रिक्वेस्ट करते हुए से अपने पेरेंट्स को बोला, I want that toy. His father looked at him red-eyed in his familiar parents' way. It shows that his father was by nature very angry man, and he looked at the boy with red-eyed, लाल आंखों से उसने देखा. That means गुस्से से देखा, as he used to see in the tyrant's eye. Tyrant means just like a cruel man, very angry man. उस तरीके से उसने बच्चे की तरफ देखा. His mother, melted by the free spirit of the day, was tender and giving him her finger to hold, said, look child, what is before you. But the mother was very tender, kind, delicate, and she melted with the spirit, and she wanted that the child should be given that toy, but she could not do anything. And just to divert the attention of the child, she just gave her finger and told the boy to hold that finger and come forward. और उसको ध्यान डाइवर्ट कर रही है कि देखो बेटा आगे क्या है, आगे भी बहुत कुछ है. It was a flowering mustard field, pale like melting gold, as it swept across miles and miles of even land. और स्प्रिंग सीजन का हमें एटमॉस्फेयर दिखाया गया है कि इट वाज ए फ्लावरिंग मस्टर्ड फील्ड. मस्टर्ड फील्ड थे सरसों के खेत थे जिसमें कि अच्छे फूल, येलो कलर के फूल खिले हुए थे. पेल लाइक मेल्टिंग गोल्ड. अंडरलाइन व्हाट इज यूज्ड हियर, लाइक मेल्टिंग गोल्ड. क्या होता है जब हम लाइक से कोई कंपैरिजन देते हैं? वी हैव रेड इन द पोएम्स, इट इज यूज्ड एज सिमिली. सिमिली इज यूज्ड हियर कि पूरे खेत जो थे वो ऐसे थे जैसे कि गोल्ड से भरे हुए हों, गोल्ड मेल्ट होकर उन खेतों में बिछर गया हो. एज इट स्वेप्ट अक्रॉस माइल्स एंड माइल्स ऑफ इवन लैंड, कि बहुत दूर दूर तक, मीलों दूर तक वो येलो कलर के फ्लावर्स जो थे, मस्टर्ड फ्लावर्स नजर आ रहे थे, जिसकी वजह से ऐसा लग रहा था कि खेतों के ऊपर मेल्ट होकर गोल्ड बिखरा हुआ हो. A group of dragonflies were bustling about on their gaudy purple wings. Then what the boy saw, that there were dragonflies which were moving here and there with their gaudy, that means decorated purple wings. Purple color के wings के साथ dragonflies जो थी, that were roaming here and there, moving here and there, intercepting the flight of a lone black bee or butterfly in search of sweetness from the flowers. And that was intercepting means एक रुकावट बन रही थी बीच में for the black bee and the butterflies, कि वहाँ खेतों में बटरफ्लाईज और ब्लैक बीज भी घूम रही थी उनकी फ्लावर्स की स्वीटनेस को चूसने के लिए. क्योंकि जो फूल जब आते हैं तो उनके ऊपर बटरफ्लाईज बैठती हैं, उनके रस को, उनके जूस को लेती हैं फ्लावर्स के. तो दे वर ऑल्सो moving here and there in the field, and the dragonflies were intercepting their flight. In between आ रही थी वो बीच में. The child followed them in search of sweetness in the air with his gaze. और बच्चा भी बड़े ध्यान से उनका पीछा कर रहा है, वो बटरफ्लाई के पीछे पीछे घूमना शुरू हो जाता है. Till one of them would still its wings and rest. ही वुड ट्राई टू कैच इट, और क्या देखता है कि एक ड्रैगन फ्लाई जो है किसी फूल के ऊपर बैठ जाती है, बटरफ्लाई बैठ जाती है, और वो उसके विंग्स को देखता है स्टिल होते हुए और उसको पकड़ने की कोशिश करता है, बट इट वुड गो फ्लटरिंग फ्लैपिंग अप इनटू द एयर। लेकिन पता है हमें कि बटरफ्लाई को पकड़ना इजी नहीं होता। वो जैसे ही बैठती है तो उसको पकड़ने की कोशिश करता है, वो एकदम से अपने विंग्स को फ्लैप करते हुए वहां से उड़ जाती है। व्हेन ही हैड ऑलमोस्ट कॉट इट इन हिज हैंड्स, उसको लगता है कि उसने पकड़ ही लिया था अपने हाथ में, तो एकदम से वो बटरफ्लाई उड़ जाती है। देन हिज मदर गेव अ कॉशनरी कॉल, कम चाइल्ड कम, कम ऑन द फुटपाथ। पेरेंट्स फिर आगे निकल जाते हैं बिकॉज ही वॉज बिजी विद द butterflies. He was following those butterflies and the bees there, and he wanted to catch the butterfly. एक बार फिर से पेरेंट्स उसको अलर्ट करते हैं, कॉशनरी कॉल मीन्स गिविंग हिम कॉशन एंड अलर्टिंग हिम। अगेन द मदर कॉल, कम चाइल्ड कम ऑन द फुटपाथ, कि अब वो खेतों के साथ फुटपाथ बना हुआ था, जो कच्चा रास्ता बना होता है, उस रास्ते पर पहुंच गए थे, एंड दे वांटेड द चाइल्ड आल्सो टू कम देयर। ही ran towards his parents gaily and walked abreast of them for a while. वो भागता हुआ पेरेंट्स के पास जाता है और थोड़ी देर तक उनसे आगे चलता है। abreast means साइड बाय साइड, उसके आस पास पेरेंट्स के साथ साथ चलता है। being however soon left behind, लेकिन होता क्या है, फिर से वो पीछे रह जाता है। attracted by the little insects and worms along the footpath that were teeming out from their hiding places to enjoy the sunshine. क्यों अब कहाँ बिजी हो जाता है वो? ही सॉ द इंसेक्ट्स, क्योंकि अब सब स्प्रिंग सीजन था, विंटर सीजन के बाद एकदम से जमीन के बीच में से इंसेक्ट्स निकलने शुरू हो जाते हैं। आप लोगों ने देखा ना, क्रॉलिंग इंसेक्ट्स होते हैं, तो वो उन इंसेक्ट्स और वॉर्म्स को जो कि फुटपाथ के ऊपर चल रहे थे, दैट वर टीमिंग विद, टीमिंग मीन्स फुल ऑफ, the footpath was full of these insects and the worms which were coming out of their hiding place to enjoy the sunshine. And the boy got busy there looking at those insects and the worms, and once again he was left behind, and the parents called, come child come. His parents called from the shade of a grove. Shade of a grove means from the group of trees, पेड़ों का झुंड था जहां पर भी खड़े थे, और आवाज देते हैं, where they had seated themselves on the edge of a well, कि वहां एक वेल था, कुआं था, जिसके किनारे के ऊपर वो पेड़ के नीचे बैठ जाते हैं पेरेंट्स, और उसको बच्चे को आवाज देती है, and he ran towards them, और वो भागता हुआ उनकी तरफ चल पड़ता है। So in this way many times it would happen